I'm going to be doing another video to give you a braces update, and this little guest of mine, his name is Casper. Yes, I know he needs to be groomed. He is a Yorkie Maltese. Say hello, Casper. Casper, say hello. Casper, say hello. He is not wanting to say hello. For some reason, when I hit record on my camera, I don't know if there is a noise in there that he can hear. He really just wants to get down. But I just wanted to show you my little Yorkie Maltese. Say hello. Casper, I don't know what's wrong with you. What's wrong with you? You look so enthused. So, as per usual, I will be in my car giving you guys a braces update. I have some errands to run, and I figured that I would just take you guys along with me. Hey guys, okay, so I do hope that you enjoyed that little bit of footage from my little bitty dog. And yes, that is my little sidekick for sure. Anyways, I've been wanting to get him into my videos for quite some time now. I know that I was going to be running errands after work today, so I went home, got changed, because, yeah, this is not the shirt. Look at that. It's cute, though. The little boy offering the turtle a Tootsie Roll Pop. But no, I do wear business casual for work, so this is not what a shirt. This is not a shirt that I would have wore to work. And so I think the last... There's a truck right there that just about hit my rear bumper.
Look at that on top.
But I'm just distracted by all kinds of things, aren't I? There's a light shining above my head. I'm not really sure what that's glistening from.
But, interesting.
Anyways, the last appointment that I've had since I've put out a video was the end of July. So when I went to the appointment, I was thinking, wow, so this is kind of quick for me to come back. Because if you've been following me for a while or have not, or if you're new to the channel, welcome. But I typically have been going about every 6 weeks. So now it looks like we'll just have to wait and see. It looks like they're going to be scheduling me about every 4 weeks. But again, we'll wait and see what happens. The end of July, I'll be inserting, I hope anyways, inserting a little bit of some video clips from the orthodontist that I got. The end of July appointment, I did not get as much video as I did at the prior appointment. Me holding the camera up was kind of getting in the orthodontist way, so I only got, I think, maybe a few minutes. He put me back into a power chain on my upper arch.
It goes from one side all the way around to my upper arch to the other. And the reason I specify all the way
from one side to the other
is because I thought that, you know, once you put a power chain on it, it's to hold
all of the teeth
on the upper or lower arch, but it's actually not. I quickly learned that they can skip over certain teeth. Because in the upper left arch of mine,
I had a tooth pulled years prior to having braces put on, and there was a power chain, of course, the first time we put one on. I'll show a picture of what my teeth looked like then in that area where the space was pretty wide open from that tooth being extracted, and what it looks like up to now. And it has closed quite significantly. Yeah, I touch that spot quite a bit with my tongue just to kind of check on it every once in a while. But anyways, yeah, so when I was there at the end of July, I'll insert a picture here, and I had got a black power chain on the top, and I had never went with the color of black before. And speaking of that space, by the way, I will have to insert a date at the bottom of the screen, or what month that was that he actually started putting the power chain from one side to the other, because like I mentioned, he did skip over a space for a while. And when he skipped over that space, by the way, if you're curious as to what was he putting there to sustain that space until the orthodontist wanted to change it, was a passive coil spring. I had that put in November of last year, and then I had the passive coil spring, I think he removed it in April of this year. If you're curious as to what a passive coil spring is, there are, I think, 3 or 4 different types of coil springs you can have put in your teeth for various reasons.
Not put in your teeth, but put on your teeth.
When you're in orthodontic treatment. And the reason I had a passive coil spring is because, like I said, I had that tooth removed several years ago prior to having braces put on. And he wanted to sustain that space until he was ready to move those teeth. Then I went back for another appointment since that one at the end of July. And then let's see, the only thing I would have to say is now what we're worried about, the midline of mine that is shifting.
There's someone that's like walking in front of my car, and I would flip the camera around so you could see them, but they're staring right at me as if I'm recording them, and they don't have any idea that I'm recording myself. Excuse me.
Anyways, what the orthodontist is worried about is my midline is shifting because of that space that he had to get closed with the power chain. But he is very aware of that my midline is shifting just a hair. If I can get a good picture and show you how my midline is off, and midline mean by the middle of your 2 front teeth, how that is actually not exactly straight in the middle of where it needs to be. But again, he is aware of that, and he is going to be doing everything he can to shift my upper arch to get that midline to be exactly where we need it to be. When he took my lower and upper wires off, he replaced the upper wire with the same gauge as it was before. The thicker and the heavier gauge of wire means more pressure on your teeth. My lower arch, he had increased that gauge, and I would say within a couple of days I definitely noticed. And one of my bottom front teeth, I think it was this one, trying to take a piece of sandpaper, or maybe it was like one of those little files, and it wasn't IPR where they literally shave down each side of your tooth, but he was just taking a little bit of something that was abrasive. It just took a couple of swipes at each side of that tooth, and it's being very stubborn, like it was in the last video. I think I explained that it's not wanting to turn as we were doing, or as we were hoping. So he just like last time, tied that ligature tie in kind of like a butterfly shape. It puts more pressure on that tooth to get it to kind of turn in the direction that he would like it to be. But anyways, when I take my tongue and rub it against the back of my teeth, I can tell which teeth are flush with the one that's right next to it and which ones aren't. I'm definitely going to tell him that there's another tooth that's right here. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's that one. It actually needs to be turning a little bit. It's definitely not flush with the tooth that's right next to it. Let's see. And then I had got elastics. If you guys haven't noticed already, while I'm talking, sometimes you just can't see them while I'm talking. But I got elastics. And I have to wear these suckers for 23 hours a day. and I'll insert a picture here of which elastics I have. They are called Sprites. That's just the name of those, and has a little mythical creature on the front of the package. In case you're curious, for those of you that have been in braces or are going to be, you're curious about the elastics. They started me out in these. It is to bring my overbite and my overjet back. So it is. I'll insert some pictures that I am going to be taking this evening before I post this video, and some pictures so that you guys can see where the elastic is hooked to, which is my canine teeth on the top, and they both go back to the same tooth, to a molar, and it's the same molar that in the very beginning of my braces journey that I had the what do you call that, the bite blocker. Sometimes with the elastics, the only thing I'll have to say so far is I have to sometimes move them. I don't know if it's just because I'm just not used to them yet. I haven't had them in very long. So far I haven't lost any, except for the other morning I did walk into the bathroom and I saw one elastic was on the rug in the bathroom.
I'm not really sure. I must have missed the trash can, I guess.
Anyways, the elastics, the reason I had my fingers in my mouth earlier is because sometimes I feel like I gotta move them. When I have my mouth kind of closed a little bit, and then when I open it, I feel like it kind of pinches the inside of my cheek. Like it pinches it just so much and then lets go.
So sometimes I either with my tongue or my fingers, which I usually don't try to stick my hands in my mouth. That's just dirty. But I find myself going like with my tongue, you know, kind of pushing the elastics out of the way.
But yeah, I had to wear these for 23 hours a day, taking them out just to brush, floss, eat.
Elastics are good, and one thing I'll have to say is that I've here my orthodontist just continue to keep preaching to me is wear your elastics. You do not get any benefit from not wearing your elastics. But anyways, yes, my this is the, if I can do it right, upper arch, lower arch. Right now my teeth are like it's an overbite and an overjet at the same time, and it's not that extreme, but that's what they're trying to do with the elastics. They're hooking them, you know, on the upper canines to bring those upper teeth back and aligning them up with the teeth on the lower arch. So yeah, that's where we're at right now with the elastics. If I can fix this so it's my anybody else have one of these Little Tree air fresheners? This one's called New Car Scent. Yeah, it doesn't smell like that anymore, so it needs to come down.
It's gonna go in the garbage.
I am so sorry that it has taken me for a while. As I've mentioned, I've had a few things come up in my life, and I have had to put other things top priority. To wrap this video up, I had an appointment at the beginning of July, one at the end of July, and then I had one after that. Let's see here. We are now have been coming up on a year in my braces, and what I need to do is get a video put together for a 1-year braces journey, and I still have one more calendar year yet for in these braces. So go ahead and pick the camera back up here. Anyways, currently now I have a silver power chain on top, and then silver and red ligature ties on the bottom. You can see the elastic start at my canines on the top. So, yeah. So that's where we're at with that. Okay, so I forget what the date is of my actual next appointment, but I am planning on taking my camera to record with me at that appointment, and hopefully get some good footage. And leave a comment below if you could, and let me know, do you like the footage that I get from the orthodontist, so that you can actually just kind of see, you know, what happens at the orthodontist while you're in braces? Would you just rather hear us talk about like our experience, since everyone's braces journey is going to be different. No one's teeth are identical to each other's. The last thing I guess I'll just update on would be, speaking of colors, I'll put it back up here.
I'm about done. I know I talk a lot.
Anyways, I know Halloween is going to be coming up, and you know what? That is my favorite holiday, even over Christmas. And I don't know if I'll be getting any hate comments for that. Heck, I don't know. I may not get any comments at all about my braces videos, but for some reason a lot of people comment down at the bottom, but I'm not really sure why. Oh well, it doesn't matter. You know what? I just hope at least that maybe if I can just help one person out there, that would be super fantastic.
But anyways, back to what I was speaking about. The colors, Halloween, yes, is my favorite. Okay, I'll have to say it goes hand in hand with Christmas, that's for sure. Halloween, I just think it's just such a fun time. And I love scary movies. I like haunted houses. I like everything there is about Halloween. And it's just kind of ironic that my little dog Casper that you guys saw earlier was born on Halloween.
And I think that the colors that I will choose for Halloween will be probably a little bit crazy.
Green, that would be a good one. Green, orange, green, silver, black. How about that?
And leave a comment below of what you think of my power chain should be on top, because that can only be one color. And I had asked my orthodontist to put ligature ties on those brackets up top, and then put my power chain on. And
here comes somebody else staring. Hello.
He said there is not enough room on the metal brackets. That guy waved. He said there's not enough room on the metal brackets to put the ligature ties and then the power chain on top of that.
So anyways, I'm just going to quit rambling on.
But I do hope that you found this video helpful, and or just like the video in general. If you could, please give it a big thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up everywhere, because that would greatly help my channel. If you would like to see more of my daily post or every other day, weekly post, more often than here on YouTube, you can head on over to my Instagram, which I will have my Instagram handle somewhere on the screen below. It also will be linked in the description box below. Also, I'm on Facebook from time to time. I recently started getting on Twitter. Share it, like it, comment below. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel but you would like to be, please hit that red subscribe button down below, whichever side it's on. I would love to have you part of my YouTube family, and I hope you have a great day or a great night, whatever it may be for you. Thank you again for watching.